seventh day of coming on the live streams. And subhanAllah, today, man, I just witnessed one of the incident which is kind of a shocking to see in front of your own eyes. But again, I have no other options just to learn from this incident and never ever put myself into those situations. The first thing first, as usual, in the downtown Manhattans, I just get into the trains, and after I go into the trains, then there is one of the guy. He seems like wearing old clothes and sleeping, kind of a say, homeless guy, and sleepings, and also he has two bags of plastic bags which is containing some of his clothes. And honestly speaking, whenever you are sleeping into a deep mind, at that time you're not aware of what who is surrounding you. Is somebody's taking your stuff, you are not aware of that. As a result, the first stop we get in, nothing happened as usual, nobody's caring what's going on to other people. Is somebody sleeping, screaming, nobody care. In second stop, suddenly a guy, I would say he's a dark skin, very dark skins, black color. He get into the trains and he was having very small skateboard, which is fish icons or fish shaped skateboard. And he was holding that skateboard and trying to move from one car to another car, which means in NYC subway, it has one car, which means one part of the subway is connected to the another part. And as usual, sometimes people are just walking around from one part to the another part. Same like that, he just walking. And suddenly he saw a guy who was sitting, let's say, front of me, is sleeping. And whenever he saw that, oh, this guy is sleeping, and quickly it draws an attention to his eyes. And whenever he sees that, oh, he's not responsive, he first touch with his hand like that, and to ensure that he's not responsive. And same as usual, as I said before, that the guy who was sleeping, it was not responsive. And immediately what he did was he grabbed the bag, the homeless guy, his bag. After he grabbed the bag and just walk away. Walk away as though he walked away to the other directions. And once he went there, which means, let's say, in right side, all the way in the right, this homeless guy, he was sitting. And all after he grabbed that, steal that homeless guy's bag, then immediately he walked away all the way to the left side. And once he's in other side, he immediately opened the bag to see what is there inside the bag. And obvious, as usual, there is nothing expensive he gonna find inside the bag, because that guy is a homeless. What he gonna get after stealing? And once he opened the bag, he found just a quotes. And after he got the quotes, then it literally just, make him so upset that he just stole the bag. He didn't find any kind of valuable stuff. But still, he just get off the trains and just walk away. And people, all of them are getting shocked that what the heck just happened. But one important lesson is whenever you are traveling the subway or especially in the train, never ever get into the sleep. Even if you are with other person, make sure if you are traveling two people at once, tell the other person to just stay awake while you are taking a nap or taking a sleep. But if you're traveling alone by yourself, that's a 2 hour, 3 hour journey in subway or train, don't get into the sleep. If you get into the sleep, immediately these people will gonna rob you. And especially if you're in the New York City, bro, sometimes people they travel from one borough to the another borough. And at that time it took 1 hour, 2 hour in those situations after they get tired and immediately go to the nap. Because even I myself, whenever I studied in downtown Manhattans, at the time after having whole day classes in the college while taking the train or subway to my homes, and immediately I just have to fall into the sleep. That's it. So this is the lessons that I have learned. And you know what is more crazy? Bro, today when I was watching the TikTok before going to the bed, suddenly I came across to one of the, it was not TikTok, it was the Instagrams. And suddenly I came across to one of the posts, which is saying that in life, even though if you have a goals, then make sure you have to trust the process. So if you trust the process, then eventually, maybe one day or day one, you will gonna reach your goals. And that is the reasons I was saying, you know what is the process of mine in my life? So the process is very simple. Just came on the live streams, try to communicate with the viewers, or maybe just, tell a story or some incident that happens. And what is the main purpose of it? Main purpose is to build a community and also make a documentary of it. So maybe 10 or 20 years from now, eventually I can just look back into those videos. And obviously having a good community, that is important. For example, we play Roblox every single day. That is one of the consistents which I have put into these particular channels to build a community, whether it is Roblox from any different countries, any religions, to have a good sense of belonging, I would say. And anyway, so any any kind of goals or any kind of things that you want to achieve at that time, try to have a process, like these are the process that you're going to follow. Then once you repeat that process over the times, maybe 10 or 20, 50, and eventually 21 days, that is the period in which you will going to build a habit. And once you reach like 21 days, and eventually that would be automatically a habit. For example, coming on the live stream, it's like 4 a.m. in the morning, but still I'm on the live streams. Why? Because every single day I just come on the live stream, and as the result of that, it become a habit for me. And today is like 97th or 95th day of coming on the live streams. So there are a few things that even myself personally I want to achieve. First of all, to extremely good at cybersecurity. So the plan or the process, which I was thinking that every single day after finishing the live streams, playing games, then eventually go over through the materials which provided my mentors. And secondly, I would say was oh, what was the other things? I don't know. My mind was, oh yeah, in my channel, if you have noticed, hey, Capri, how are you doing? You are the first person who just commented. Thank you so much for tuning in. So another things that something that tell me in my mind was I recorded a video where I have said that what will gonna happen to me 530 days later. And I would definitely have to go back to that video, watch it again for myself. So on 530 days, whenever it will gonna come out at that time, I can tell to my viewers or my community or people who are in these journeys that, hey, I was able to do that thing. So why don't you give it a shot? And another important things that I have identified in my life is, money generating machines. People used to say, oh, if you have a money generating machines, then you do not have to worry about anything. So here, what they means by money generating machines. Have you seen some people who have their own software or apps, and that apps was generating monies, even though at the times when they were sleeping? And this is one of my dreams to have in my life. And as a result of that, I would definitely going to start by today. I'll be right back. No problem, dude. Welcome to the team, by the way. Because I didn't see your name anytime in my live stream. This is the first time. So that is the reasons I decided, you know what, why don't I build some kind of apps or games or something that after building it, then I'm gonna give it to few of my, not few, I think almost all of my viewers for free, because that's for fun, bro. Why you have to just charge money? Instead, get the amount from the sponsorships or some advertisement things. And this is one of the goals. And another goals was, all right, another goal of mine was to become extremely disciplined. Why? Because any talented person or any expert famous persons before they reach into that level, even Mr. Beast, just look into the Mr. Beast old video, you will gonna see he was super duper disciplined, productive, and he always used to do, more big investment into his YouTube videos. And eventually, as a result of that investment, right now he have 250 million or some kind of, followers as well as subscribers. And Another question would be raised, wait a minute, how in the world am I going to invest that money, the money that would be generating in my YouTube channel particularly? So the plan which I came up with, I think few days ago, is since I was playing the Roblox, and in Roblox I can able to give away the Rubik's. That is kind of a currency in the Roblox. And to buy the Rubik's, I need the money. So whatever money my YouTube channel will gonna generate, I will use that money to buy the Rubik's and then give away to my own friends, connections, or especially my viewers on the live. Why? Because if I give on the live, it can be automatically more legitimate that you know you play few of your viewers or few of your what's that name subscribers, and then eventually give it a front of the streams rather than saying, oh, this is the persons who got selected and we will gonna reach back to you. That's like a kind of a scheme as shit. So long story short, I will gonna just make that particular process plan. What are the goals, what are the process that I have to take on, because again, I didn't write anything on my hand. And again, I had to also, I'm using so many filler word when putting the live streams right now. uh, right now I will go and make some eggs and eventually have that, and afterward play some Roblox. And hopefully whoever will gonna join into the Roblox live streams, we will play sometimes and we're gonna go to bed. Stay blessed, stay safe. Oh, I forgot to tell you something, dude. There is the crazy stuff in the social media. So in the TikTok, particularly, I just opened the TikTok as usual. So I thought I'm feeling too much bored while having the survey. Let's open the TikTok, and I liked, I think, few of the contents where United Nations they hold the meetings in New York City regarding the Israel and Palestine's resolutions, or to build a solution. After liking only few videos, guess what? The social media algorithm, particularly TikTok as well as Instagram, they were pushing me all kind of contents that are related to the one that I have liked as well as the one that I have spent few minutes in it. And that's what made me kind of crazy, dude. These people, they know the loophole in your mind. So before going to bed, immediately I would definitely gonna put away my phones at least 1 hour prior to going to bed. And instead of dumping into the social media, again, I do also live streams, and I'm not gonna recommend you to just you scroll your phone while going to the bed. That is not a good habit. And definitely right now I'm gonna just, end the streams. And after ending the streams, I will just cook some of the eggs and then play some Roblox. Once playing some Roblox, eventually I will what? I will going to go to bed. And you know what is crazy? Today when I was uh, I was looking into, again, you can't able to hide your subscriber. So when I was looking into the subscriber, something that reminded me in the past that I always used to, think that, oh, if I have more subscriber, that would be good. But later on, after a few years later, I realized that some people they have million or as well as um 2 million, 3 million, 100,000 subscriber. But if you do not have a loyal viewers, loyal audience, that become absolutely useless to have a lot of subscribers. So there is the reasons I told myself, you know what, if I have one subscriber, two subscriber, or maybe two followers, doesn't really matter. But what is more important is have a loyal audience. So I have to end the streams and I will